A movie is about storytelling and entertainment. The problem is a budget. Working with actors is hard if you can't pay them. Fully 3D animated figures is also a lot of work. So I had the idea to use hand puppets in a 3D environment. When I looked online for hand puppets, I could only really find the bear and the Cookie Monster. Coincidentally, a cousin of mine makes dolls and I asked her to make 3 dolls in total. Sinda, Tommy and the wolf. All the clothes you see in the movie are handmade. In total there are more than 20 costumes made for all the episodes. Belts, bags, pouches, helmets, swords and shields, bows and arrows, everything is handmade. Some customs take over a week to complete. We had 3 hand puppets custom made. The wolf was the most difficult hand puppet to make and also to play. Here is Toonie Smith working on the clothes for the wolf. All 3D environments and backgrounds were created from scratch in 3D Studio Max. Here you see a house that appears in episode 2 and 7, the short movie, from start to finish. There are 3D environments that take 5 days of work to make for a 12-second video. To give you an idea of how much work this is. Inspiration from photos for backgrounds and environments. Here we only see one house of the entire village. Bear Dam is based on the medieval village in the theme park Archeon in the Netherlands. Photos of Marrakesh were used for this medieval city in Morocco. This is St. Mark's Square in Venice. And this is Cairo. In episode 5, a reconstruction made of Castle Teylingen in the Netherlands. This is a scene from episode 6 in China. The hand puppets are filmed with a green background to make the background transparent. 2 videos are made. One video with black background and one black with white for the opacity mask layer. With a magnet in the doll's hand and under the white cloth, the doll can pick up the cloth. Everything the puppets hold in their hands works with a magnet. Each puppet is filmed separately. Sometimes there are 13 hand puppets in one scene. I only have 2 bear hand puppets. But by putting on other clothing there seem to be a lot. To make a conversation synchronous. First the text is spoken by people or AI. Then I put the voice files one after the other in the correct order. When I start filming I play the sound recording of the scene. Then I film each hand puppet one by one and they speak their text. For the mouth synchronization. When I'm done filming I put the recordings under each other. Then I convert those videos into an AVI file and make 2 videos of each hand puppet. One with a black background and one opacity mask layer. When I put them in 3D Studio Max the entire conversation is correct in terms of timing of the conversation and the movements of the puppets. Later I put the original sound file under it again when I start editing.
Sinda, can you send flowers to Freya?
Okay, I know a nice spell. By root and seed, by petal and bloom, let nature's breath now fill Freya's room. We have to go, Tommy.
Here we see an interaction between the filmed hand puppet and the 3D environment. Some of the cookies in the video are real and some are 3D. To make the same texture in 3D, I made a screenshot of the cookies in the video. With this photo you have the right color and light for the 3D cookies. Tommy's wheels are made of wood, but there is also a 3D version of it for some shots. In this shot the two hand puppets were rotating at about the same speed. Then you can let the camera turn around the puppets. The knights are made entirely in 3D. The animation was created using AI motion tracking. Sometimes it takes more than 5 hours to render a 4-second scene on a home PC. Rendering is converting 3D to film, especially if there is a lot of retracement. Mirror effect. If rendering takes a long time, it is done at night. Most 4-second scenes can be rendered in 30 minutes.